Red flag number 7, violent women. This is a big no-go zone. Women that have violent tendencies are a massive red flag. Early signs of violence are as small as a punch or a shove, but I've counseled many men that have dodged knife attacks and objects thrown at them from their angry woman that was having a hissy fit. Men are physically stronger than women, so when there is a domestic violence call to the police, even if you're an innocent party making the call or defending yourself, it's likely that they will take you away in handcuffs rather than her. In most DV cases, men are automatically presumed guilty and women are protected even if she was the one starting the physical abuse. I've seen peaceful men during a divorce removed from their own home and children because violent women have accused her husband of DV that never happened. Violence from any woman towards you for any reason should never ever be tolerated. It's grounds for terminating the relationship immediately. To protect themselves, you must use your cell phone as a shield and record a video of her erratic behavior as proof for the authorities. I don't have my cell phone here, but let's pretend this calculator is a cell phone. This is the screen that I would type on facing me. I'm going to hit record and I'm going to put it on my chest. She's acting like a spaz. She's violent. She's throwing things. You have the camera pointing out to you. It's behaving like a shield. Your other hand is out in front of you, demonstrating quite clearly in the camera while you're backing away, by the way, that you are on the defense. This is the only way that you can protect yourself. I've talked to many family lawyers about this. This is the only way that you can deal with this shit. Ideally, you don't deal with it at all. The first sign of it, it's like, done. You're gone, out, block, right? They have no more contact. Violence from any woman towards you for any reason should never ever be tolerated. Okay. If I haven't made my point clear enough yet, avoid all violent women at all costs. They aren't even worth a friends with benefits arrangement. When it comes to violent women, the juice is not worth the squeeze. Let me tell you a real quick story before I get to jealousy. I was on this date once. Hot chick. Fitness, I don't know. Fitness model, instructor, personal trainer, whatever the hell it was. Doesn't matter. But hot, okay? So we're sitting there, coffee, shooting the shit. Standard stuff that I talk about, like get a coffee, go for a stroll, have a conversation. And she asked me this question. She goes, have you ever, what did she say? It wasn't jail. Have you ever been in the back of a cop car? I was like, no, why would I be in the back of a cop car? Why are you asking me this question? Like I'm rationalizing this, in my head. Why is she asking me this question? Why would I be in the back cop car? And then it dawned on me after a second. I'm like, wait, have you ever been in the back of a cop car? That's why she was asking me. And then she told me the story about how she ended up in the back of a cop car. She was pursuing her ex-boyfriend. They were in a fight. He locked her out of the house. He didn't want anything to do with her. He wanted her to go away. She went around the side of the house and grabbed logs because he had a wood-burning stove. And she picked up a log and she threw it through the front fucking window of the house because he wanted her to go away. Like, this is a violent woman. I did not give this chick the time of day after that. I was like, done. Why? Because you have options. This is how things are supposed to be, guys. You're supposed to be able to walk away from problems in your life. You want a pleasant life. You want a good experience with women. You have to distinguish good from bad. You have to distinguish gold from fool's gold. Okay? You're going to have to dig through a lot of dirt to find that gold, by the way. All right. Let's do a number 8, extreme jealousy. Right. Women want to be with a man that other women want to bang, but they don't want their man actually going out banging those other women. This is a dichotomy of female nature that men will always struggle with. A degree of jealousy, also known as competition anxiety, is a good thing because it keeps her working hard to keep you. She's going to behave better. But it becomes undesirable when the woman is so insecure in themselves that they always make up problems to become your problems, distracting you from your purpose. She'll be like a predator drone, always keeping watch on you. She will constantly text, scan through your receipts to see where you've been, what was ordered on the receipt, look for hairs that weren't hers. She'll want to look through your phone. She'll creep on women that follow you on social media posts. She might even start creating sock puppet accounts and DMing them and saying things like, hey, do I know you? Did we go to school together? Sort of prompt a little bit of dialogue to see if she can find out if you're banging her or something like that. So they'll go to all these extreme methods and lengths, all the way down to counting the number of condoms in your nightstand drawer and so on and so forth. Women with extreme jealousy will go through elaborate steps to monitor and survey what it is that you're doing. It's exhausting. It'll drain you of your sanity, your joy, and dignity. Jealous women have work to do on themselves, and it's honestly not your job to be the therapist. The thing with extreme jealousy is it's a massive drain on you, right? You can't be productive, focused, and useful if anything that you do is always going to be questioned. It's not healthy. It's toxic, actually. Even if you stepped out years before, okay, you've remedied that. She's continuing on with it, trying to hold it over your head, monitoring you, where you've been, questioning you. It's demeaning. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, if you're up to your purpose and your mission and hers happens to be monitoring your shit all the time, it's going to drain you. It's going to drain you of your sanity and your joy. Let's do red flag number 9, party girls. We're almost halfway there. Most women under the age of 27 that have never been in a long-term relationship are in their party years. I mean, I think all women go through a party phase. I've seen women that get married in their 20s, right? Like they'll skip the 20 party year. Woohoo! Vegas, Cancun, Ibiza, foam cannon party. Yeah, music festivals. Okay, yeah. You know the girls that do that, right? They mostly do that in their 20s, but I've also seen a ton of women that got married in their 20s, very early 20s. They have their kids. By the time they get to their 30s or early, mid, late 30s, like before they hit 40, they're like, I'm not happy in this relationship. I'm bored now. I want to untie the knot and see if the grass is greener on the other side. The whole eat, pray, love thing, right? That film, that book that was made famous. Women will routinely leave good men in marriages to go and explore well past, their prime. And they get in their party years in their late 30s and 40s. Like, whenever you go down to like an all-inclusive resort and you're sitting there by the pool and at the pool bar, where you swim up to the pool bar, there's all these like 30s and 40s, gals with their big fucking, like, this is obviously like a stainless steel water thing, but they have these giant ones that are like 5 liters, where the bartender's filling it up with like rum and all kinds of shit. And they're smashed out of their face, all hanging out together, flirting with everybody, peeing in the pool and all that sort of stuff. Like, the party years happen at any given time. Whenever there's an opportunity for it and they want to relive their youth that they might have missed if they got married young and now they're free, or maybe they're married and they're there spring break. I've seen requests come in where the dude's like, I've been married for a while, or even the woman will say, I've been married for a while. We've got a couple small kids. I'm a teacher. All my teacher friends are going to go down to whatever, for spring break down in Florida. My husband doesn't like that I'm going to do it. Like, what's wrong with him? Why is he so insecure? Blah, blah, blah. These party girls are out there, and they're a bad choice for a long-term relationship if they like to party and woohoo and all this kind of shit, because they're exposing themselves, like they're marketing themselves. Whenever you see these girls at these resorts or hotels or any place where you're at where they're partying and they're smashed and they're drinking, your woman's no different if she goes out with her friends. I'm going to say that again. Your chick that you think is perfect with, her friends when they go away for some retreat or some shit like that, if it's a party environment, like, unless it's like something like a no talking silent meditation retreat or some shit like that, the typical sort of thing is let's go drink and eat and hang out with the girls and get dressed up and take pictures and put beads on and flirt with guys. All that sort of stuff. When you see those women behave like that, your woman's going to behave like that. Okay? So party girls are always bad news bears. So if you met your girl at a nightclub, bar, or some other social event, she claims to be relationship material, but still continues to party several nights a week, you have 2 options. Tell her that you don't date women who party without you, and that if she continues, you'll wish her well and walk away, or you can keep her as a plate. You just don't take her seriously. So, story time. Before I got married, was dating this gal who was reliving her party years. All right, spent her 20s climbing corporate ladders, getting degrees, studying, working, professional, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. So I'm dating her, and it's like, it could have been, I don't know, 1 o'clock on a Saturday, like in the middle of the night, 1 o'clock in the morning. Her phone would be going off with guys texting her looking to hook up, right? It's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, You're up my ass about wanting a commitment and wanting to be my girlfriend, and your phone's going off like crazy because of guys. Because like she was still out partying. She would still go out on a regular basis, 2, sometimes 3 days a week, with her girlfriends, partying it up. Come home at 3, 4 in the morning, like half smashed or whatever. It's just not a good look, my dudes. It's not what you want on a long-term basis. So we talked about a party year is not exclusive to that age. So I can skip that. So you can't be in an exclusive long-term relationship with a woman if she's going out partying with her friends regularly. The process involves 2 hours of prep time for her hair, makeup, clothes, for the main purpose of marketing herself to other men. If she's going out selling herself to others, she is not your woman. We used to call these ladies bar stars when I was younger. Men have evolved to require fidelity from the women that have invested time and resources into as a step of ensuring paternity. It's not jealousy. It's not controlling, as some of these toxic feminists might say. Men instinctively want to know that his woman is sexually exclusive with him. If she's going out getting dressed up to all hours of the night where alcohol and men are, the chances of her remaining faithful to you are bad. Go buy an exotic car, park it in a shitty neighborhood, leave it unlocked, and throw the key in the driver's seat and walk away. You're doing the exact same thing. You're asking for shit to happen. You're asking for bad things to go down. Okay? Do not fall for the new age beta male narrative of polyamory. It's a mating strategy for weak beta men that must resign himself to sharing women with alpha men. When there's a conflict between what she is saying and doing, she is acting single and going out to party. Believe the actions, never the words. Actions always speak louder than words. Dated a few party girls and their phones would always be going off at 2 a.m. There's that story, obviously, looking for a hookup. Party girls are not LTR material. Never limit yourself to one woman. If you're dating a party girl, so she's an option for you, you treat her like a plate. And again, if she comes to you and says, I'm looking for more of a commitment, that's when you can come to her and go, well, I don't take women seriously that go out party. Like if you're just looking at her an option, you're dating others, that's very, very simple. She has a choice. You're not telling her what to do. You're like saying, you want my devoted interest in you? I can't take you seriously if this is what you're doing. So if that's your plan, carry on, right? I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full-length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here. And pinned down below in the top comment, you'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.